Hello there, my beautiful friends. It is the time of the week that we partake in Pay or Stay Away. We go window shopping together here and take a look at all the new makeup releases that are coming out for this week. So if you are interested in seeing what is new in the makeup market, then go ahead and keep on watching and let's jump right on in. So I know what you're thinking here right now. You're probably thinking something along the lines of, what the hell? Where was Pay or Stay Away last week? What is going on here? And to that, my excuse is kind of mediocre. I just simply ran out of time, which happens sometimes every now and then, but I do my best to upload Pay or Stay Away every single Monday. But if you have been on my channel recently, then you probably know that I have quite a few 30-minute long videos here on my channel that I've put together. And those 30-minute videos just so happen to take up all of my time that I had dedicated towards YouTube for the week. So that is my mediocre excuse. The videos that I made were just slightly too long and I just put slightly too much work into them to the point where I didn't leave myself enough time to do Pay or Stay Away. I'm sorry. But we are back this week with a new Pay or Stay Away and we have so many amazing things to talk about. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. So the first release that we're going to be talking about is another release from freaking Colourpop, which, let's face it, we have a Colourpop release every single week. So we're talking about something new from Colourpop in every Pay or Stay Away. It's just how the way of the world works now, I guess. But they have just come out with the Colourpop and Halo Top Ice Cream Creamery collaboration. I know, you're hearing me right. Ice cream, Halo Top, and Colourpop. It's a very strange combination of things that usually should not go together even in the slightest, but somehow they've come together in this world, and somehow they work. It's like cheddar cheese on top of apple pie. It's not supposed to work, but somehow, in some strange universe out here, it works. Now, this collection is available as we are speaking right now, and there are 4 different sets to choose from. Now, each of these sets contains 2 different Super Shock shadows, and you can pick up one set for $12 or you can pick up all 4 for $40. Now, each one of these sets are basically named and designed around a certain kind of Halo Top ice cream. Now, if you're not already aware, Halo Top ice cream is basically low calorie, diet friendly, low sugar, low fat type ice cream that you get when you're wanting something sweet but you don't want to jump into your elastic pants and you don't want to feel bloated all night. You get some Halo Top. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm the kind of girl that will sit there and eat an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's to myself, by myself, in like 5 minutes. I love me some chocolate ice cream, but when I'm feeling like I don't want to jump into the elastic pants, I will reach for some Halo Top. She's a little spendier than what I would typically want to spend on ice cream, but you're getting something that's not gonna break the pants, if you know what I'm saying. So the fact that Colourpop has collaborated with Halo Top is very random in my opinion, but I think that this collaboration is amazing. Now, each one of the 4 sets that you can pick up from Colourpop is basically designed and themed around a flavor of ice cream from Halo Top. So for example, you have strawberry, you have a rainbow sprinkle, you have a mint chip, and then finally you have birthday cake. So these are all different flavors that you can currently get from Halo Top. I think that each one of these sets represents the actual flavor of ice cream really well, and I think that this is a really fun collaboration. Of course I went ahead and picked some of these up. I mean, I saw the strawberry set and I knew for a fact that that was going to make its way into my collection, and then I saw the rainbow sprinkle set and I knew I couldn't resist that either because I have no willpower when it comes to ice cream and I have no willpower when it comes to makeup. Honestly, I haven't bought Halo Top in a really long time, so this was a good collaboration and reminder to people that Halo Top still exists because frankly I had forgotten about it. I've just been settling for Reese's and full fat sweets and dessert items, if you will. But I've been reminded that Halo Top exists, so thanks Colourpop, I suppose, but I am so freaking excited to get these in my collection. I cannot wait to try them. I think the colors are beautiful. I especially love the strawberry set. That beautiful goldeny mauvey pinky shade that's in the strawberry set is so beautiful. I cannot wait to try that on the eyes. And I just think that this entire collection is really cute. So I personally think it's a great collection for Colourpop. I would have liked to purchase all of them, but I don't have the $40 to spend on all of these right now. But I think that it's a really fun idea from them, and I think this is definitely a hit. And as far as marketing and collaborations go, I would have to say that Colourpop and Halo Top are pretty smart for collabing together during these hot summer months, because right now it is hot as hell in here. I could go for some ice cream, and now that Halo Top is fresh in my mind, I'm more likely to buy that. You know what I mean? The marketing there is a really good idea on their part. Good on you, Halo Top. I had completely forgotten that you existed, but somehow you've made your way right back onto my ice cream radar, and I'm sure that my pants and my scale will be thanking you for that. So So the next new makeup release is something that is from a mainstream big name brand, and this is from Makeup Revolution or I Heart Revolution, depending on where you live. If you live in Britain or the EU, then you probably have I Heart Revolution over in your area. Now they have just come out with the Fruity collection and the Tasty collection. So the Tasty collection consists of 3 different eyeshadow palettes that each have 18 different shades in them. They have the avocado palette, the pizza palette, and the chili palette. So we have savory foods here. And then on the opposite spectrum of things, we have the Fruity collection, which contains 3 Fruity compacts for $7 each. Now we have the Fruity highlighter in the shade Banana, the Fruity highlighter in the shade Pineapple, we have the Fruity blusher in the shade Strawberry, and finally the Fruity blusher in the shade Peach. It's hard to keep up with all those names. So I actually really like this collection. There has been quite a lot of brands lately that have been going for food themed makeup. Now I gotta be honest, the whole savory food themed items here, the eyeshadow palettes mainly, don't really appeal to me, although I do really like the color combinations that they picked out. I think that avocado palette color scheme with the light mints and the avocado-y greens and the deeper sage greens, I think they're beautiful. I think they go really nicely with the avocado theme, and I think even the pizza palette and the chili palette have corresponding colors to the whole chili and pizza theme. I'm just not too crazy about buying savory food related makeup. There's something about that that's a little bit off-putting to me. Like Glamlight's been coming out with the burger palettes and the taco palettes and all that stuff. That's not really my gig, and I know you're thinking, I've heard you talk about food related makeup and say you love it all the time here on your channel. And yeah, that's true, but I'm more so talking about dessert flavored and themed makeup. I personally don't get super jazzed when I hear about a hamburger palette, but I get super freaking excited when I hear about an ice cream eyeshadow, hence Colourpop earlier. So obviously the Tasty collection isn't really my cup of tea, but the Fruity collection is a completely different story. I am all here for fruit themed makeup. Now we've seen Too Faced do this, and is Makeup Revolution copying Too Faced a little bit? Yeah, maybe just a touch. I mean, that's what Makeup Revolution is legitimately known for, is straight up copying bigger brands and making it at a cheaper price point with a little bit cheaper of ingredients and a little bit cheaper of quality. That's kind of just their claim to fame, but pushing that aside, I think that this is a really cute collection. I absolutely love the fruit blusher in the shade Strawberry. That is something that if I saw in person, I would pick that up in an instant. I love strawberry themed makeup. I love strawberry blushes. I love that color of baby pink blush. I'm legitimately wearing a blush right now on my cheeks called Strawberry Shoe, which is a kind of pastry. Strawberry pastry. And this is from a Korean brand called Etude House. That's currently what I'm wearing, and when I first saw this collection, my mind automatically went to Etude House and just K-beauty brands in general. K-beauty brands have been doing this for legitimately years. They've been coming out with cute fruit-themed makeup with adorable fruit packaging and whatnot. They've been doing it forever, and it's just kind of seeming to start to break its way into the US. So I think that the $7 price point is actually really good, because that's about what I paid for the blush that I currently have on, and for Etude House's makeup in general, who currently does have quite a few different fruit-themed type of makeup products in their line. God, I feel like I'm rambling as per usual. But what I'm trying to say here is that K-beauty's been doing this forever, and I think that it's kind of cool that Makeup Revolution is doing it now as well, because not everybody knows about K-beauty brands. At the same time, do K-beauty brands kind of deserve the credit? Yeah, probably. But like I said, this is what Makeup Revolution does. So it's not like they really have a lot to hide. It's not like this is a new thing for them that they like taking ideas from bigger brands. This is what they've been doing since the beginning of Makeup Revolution. So I don't know, it's kind of just what they do. Take it or leave it, I suppose. But this is the kind of product that I would probably buy if I saw it in person. But I don't want to actually take the step of purchasing this online and spending the money on shipping, because then it gets kind of expensive. So if I were to ever see this blush in person, I would totally get it, but I'm not going to pay the extra $4.99 in shipping to get this blush to my house when I'm already wearing a blush on my face right now called Strawberry Shoe. Let's go ahead and switch gears here and move right on from the big name brands to the indie brands, which is of course my favorite part of Pay or Stay Away. So the first release that we have to talk about is from a brand that I absolutely love and adore with my whole heart, and this is Looxi Beauty. Now they have come out with some new single shadows. There are 6 new single shadows to choose from, and they all released this morning, so they are available as of right now from when you are watching this. They came out with the shade Electric Venom, which is a beautiful, bright neon electric lime shade that is of course a metallic. They came out with Wild Child, which is a really pretty mauvey pink with a little bit of a gold shift. They have Lady Luck, which is a really pretty goldeny bronze shade, Hustle, which is a really beautiful magenta with a strong blue and pink ship. Then we have the shade Stacks, which is a very, very strong, intense metallic true gold. And finally, we have High Roller, which looks like a really beautiful royal blue with a little bit of navy metallic shade, which is a very unique shade in my opinion. So these all launched today, and they all launched for $2.50, or you could pick up the entire bundle for like $15, I think it was. My god, is that the best price deal you've ever heard or what? But my freaking dumb butt was sleeping this morning during its launch at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so I missed out on all of the shades I wanted other than the shade Hustle. I think that Hustle and High Roller were the only two shades that were left, and they're probably sold out by the time you're watching this, because they offered them for $2.50. These beautiful duochromatic, super shiny metallic looking shades with these really interesting undertones and colors, and I missed out on it. I missed out on Wild Child, which I was so excited about. It's this beautiful mauvey, goldeny, greeny type of shade. Oh my god, it's stunning. And I missed out on it. And I'm seriously just sitting here kicking myself thinking, why did you have to be asleep? Why didn't you set an alarm, you dum-dum? I don't know, man. I don't know. I regret it majorly, and I'm just gonna have to really be on my stuff when they restock this. And let's face it, she's probably not gonna restock for the $2.50 price point that she's currently having on her website right now. All of her single shadows are $2.50 right now, and they're all almost sold out because that is absolutely absurd and insane. It's such a good deal. I'm just kicking myself. I'm kicking myself. Her shadows are usually $4, and I'm sure when Wild Child restocks, it'll just be $4. It's not too expensive. It's still a really good price, but $2.50 for these beautiful brand new eyeshadows. Like, she was blessing us, and I was dumb enough to sleep through it. At least I got Hustle, which is a beautiful magenta with a pink and blue and a little bit of purple. It's stunning. I'm really happy I got it, but why? I wanted Wild Child so badly, and I just had to sleep through it. I'm the biggest dummy there is out there. So the next new makeup release is also from another brand that I love with my whole heart. I love them so much. And this is Lux Beauty. And they recently announced they're coming out with some new shades of their Sparx, which are basically loose pigments that are super sparkly and glittery but never chunky, just very shimmery, if you will. And usually they're duochromatic or trichromatic as well. And there were already some shades to choose from. I believe there were like 8 or 10. I own just one of them, but there were quite a few to choose from already, but now there are 16 shades to choose from, and they also reappeared and restocked in new packaging that looks very luxe and very crystal-esque. It's super cute. But as I said, they added some new colors to their Sparx collection, and of course they improved the packaging. Now what I've noticed out of this new collection and the new colors that they decided to add to the line is that we have a lot of pinks to choose from here. And you know, if you're watching this, you already know that I am a sucker for pink eyeshadow and pink sparkly, glittery, shimmery eyeshadow. So yeah, these totally called to me. These are totally calling my name. I had quite a few people tag me in the original post where they were showing swatches of these, because there are so many gorgeous pinky purpley shades and warm pink and rose pink and dusty pink. There's a lot of pink to choose from. So if you don't like pink, this is probably not your launch, but this is totally my kind of launch. The only problem is that I went ahead and spent all my money on the Colourpop launch and the Looxi Beauty launch. So now I'm just sitting here also kicking myself because I very stupidly didn't leave myself enough money to purchase all 3 launches that came out. So basically I spent too much money over at Colourpop when I should have been setting aside a little bit to at least get one of these Sparx. So this is going to be the next thing on my purchase list that I pick up when I get paid next. Every paycheck I try to budget myself a certain amount of money for makeup, and I've reached that threshold for this week. I've reached it and I cannot pass it because I have to be a responsible adult, so this will be my next purchase. I'm not quite sure what shade I want yet. I'm definitely thinking I want to get one of the more kind of dusty, cooler, rosy toned shades because I think that there's quite a few really pretty ones to choose from here. And I'm going to try to steer away from the more cool baby toned pinks because I have 1.5 million of those and I don't have that many dusty rose pinks. I know it's oddly specific, but I really don't have that many in my collection, so I think that would be a good addition. I think I could get a lot of use out of that. And these are really beautiful. So I'm totally going to be picking one of these up eventually. Just right now it's out of my price range, even though they're like under $10. She's out of my price range for right now. I've reached my threshold. This is why you budget your money, kids. And the very last release that we're chatting about for this week is from a brand that I've never talked about before, because this is a brand that is very new to my radar. And this is Shine by Sid, which is a cute name. I really like that name. I bet her name is Sid, and that's just the perfect name if you're coming out with makeup products. But she just came out with the Summertime Fine palette. The Summertime Fine palette is available right now, and you get 8 different shades of eyeshadow and 3 different highlighters for $45. And all of these look to be very iridescent and very sparkly and very shiny. And there is one matte shade in here that is kind of like a matte, lighter teal blue, which I think is interesting for the kind of sparkly shades that she put in here. She put a lot of cooler toned sparkly shades, so I do think that these would match nicely with that matte blue. It's just kind of odd to me that there's one matte, but I'm not against that because I love me some sparkly iridescent shades, and this palette basically consists of sparkly iridescent. And then you have those beautiful 3 highlighters as well. I think this palette is stunning. Like, I think it's beautiful, hands down. I think that if I were to change anything, I would put maybe a purple matte in there instead of the blue, because, you know, I don't really love blue eyeshadow on myself, and I love me some purple eyeshadow. We've all known this for years by this point. But I'm not crazy about blue. But this is a newer indie brand to the market. I believe that they haven't been around for that long. I think it's just been a few months since they first announced their brand, but I might be totally making that up right now. But off the top of my head, something's telling me that they're a newer brand. But this is a really pretty palette for their first palette launch. I really enjoy this. I think that it's really pretty, and I like the different iridescent shades that she's put in here. We have some purple iridescence, we have some blue iridescence, we have some pinkier toned ones, which of course I love, and then there are some really pretty rosy toned shades as well. And I like the variation of highlighters that she picked out. We have kind of like a honey toned, mid-toned, neutrally tan shade. We have a pink shade and a rosier shade. I really like this palette, and if I didn't already reach my spending threshold for this month, I would totally pick this up. But I have to say here that Shine by Sid is definitely one of the contributing brands that contributed to me reaching my spending threshold for this month already. I went ahead and picked up some of her single shadows because right now, from when I'm filming this, she is having 20% off of all of her single shadows, I believe. And I believe she's having that sale until July 27th. So I went ahead and picked up 2 single shadows from her, and I believe I only spent like $5.50 USD. She's from Nova Scotia, Canada, so all of her prices are in Canadian dollars, but I spent like $5 to try 2 shades from her, so I'm really excited to try her shadows. I've had my eye on them for quite some time, basically since she launched the brand, and I think that they're going to be really beautiful. Her shadows look really shiny and really shimmery and sparkly and just everything that I like in eyeshadow. Her shadows look like they have, so I'm really excited to try them, and I wish I would have left myself a little bit of money to try the palette, but I just simply can't go back in time. I did the crime and now I have to do the time. But I think this is a beautiful palette, and I think that if it appeals to you, I would say the price point is great because you're getting 8 beautiful shadows and 3 really big, beautiful highlighters. I think it's stunning, and I'm excited to see what else we see from her brand. Alright, my loves, that is going to be wrapping up this week's Pay or Stay Away for the week. We are going to be posting Pay or Stay Away every single Monday, as we always do for the most part here on my channel from now on going forth. I'm sorry I missed last week. I feel really bad, but I just got way too ahead of myself with all of my projects I was doing and ended up doing like no projects at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the kind of person that gets overwhelmed in that way. But let me know down in the comments what you are going to be picking up for this week. Did you purchase anything that I went ahead and purchased, or is there any releases that you're excited about that I didn't mention here? Leave it in the comments below and let's strike up a conversation about what is new in makeup. But if you are not already subscribed and you enjoy Pay or Stay Away, then like I've said 1,000 times, I usually do this every single Monday, and I'm going to be doing it every single Monday from here on out. I promise. So if you are not already subscribed, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It doesn't hurt anybody, and it keeps you in the loop with all the new makeup releases. And if you enjoyed the video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave me a big old thumbs up. It helps out the channel, it helps out small YouTubers, so if you choose to do so, then I greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, I hope that you are having an absolutely amazing and beautiful and cool and air-conditioned day on this hot sunny day. And thank you so much for spending your time here and joining me and talking about new releases. I hope to see you next time. Bye!